Anyway, my sweet, beautiful people, we need to march on. We need to continue heading into season 2 with the Calgary Flames. Now, last night we left with the decision of, UFAs, Mitch Marner, Brock Boeser. What are we going to do here? And while I am very, very tempted to sign them for obvious reasons, we don't really have space right now. I hate to say it, but we don't really have space, right? And that is because of the horrific contracts to Jonathan Huberdeau. Sharon Govich's isn't terrible. The Blake Coleman contract isn't quite ideal. I don't like immediately getting rid of the problem contracts on this team. And if you think about it, like in the top 6, we want to play Coronado. We want to play Zary. Hagens might play top 6 this year. We just don't have space. Rowan, I do it. They sound like little machine guns. It's hilarious. We just don't have space right now to make those big plays and properly be able to balance the team. Because if I end up with Jonathan Huberdeau in negative morale, I am going to have to buy out that contract or just literally have him as an angry cap whale for years. I don't know. Maybe having Jonathan Huberdeau as an angry cap whale isn't the worst thing in the world. Just play him on the 4th line like the Sabres did Jeff Skinner. Maybe that would work. Maybe it would. Honestly, because of that spur of the moment idea, let's talk to old Mitchy Marner really quickly. Oh man, full no movement clause, wants first line time and first power play unit guaranteed. At least that would help. And I mean, we're talking about, oh man, yeah, without those promises, dude, like 12 mils barely making a dent. We'd be lucky to get Mitch Marner for under $12 million a season. Oh, man. All right, Mitch, let's talk a little bit more in depth here, buddy. Can I charm you at all? Nope. Allow me to talk to you about our organization. Let me tell you about the unique market known as Calgary. Have you met Bret Hart before? He wants to play in a larger market. What's your pitch? Oh, God. Can I persuade you? Aha. Okay. The intimacy of a small market, Mitch. It's not like Toronto. We'll leave you the fuck alone. You can play in a close-knit community. The Stampede. Wow, his interest in the organization just skyrocketed. Let's fucking go. Okay. 7 years, Mitch. 11 mil. That's okay. He wants a bit more interest in the contract. Let's improve that offer a little bit. Was our organizational? It wasn't that high, but it was definitely improved. We know that he wants first line time. That helps a lot. He wants a clause. We can talk about that. Obviously, we know he wants the no movement clause. Give him a full no movement clause. That's fine. Let's continue to negotiate. Nope, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry, Mitch. Hold on. I lied. Shit. You take 100K off? Cool. Improve the offer. Back to another promise of power play. I see you playing on either power play unit. There we go. Let's improve the offer again. I mean, there's not really any more promises I want to make. I can't promise you any more playing time. Okay. That's a decent little offer right there. Bassy, what's up, man? How are you? We're doing well. Getting ready to get to work. All right, if we improve, no movement clause, got the promises, he'll be in a preferred spot. Can I offer you like 500K? Paul Marner included. You know Paul Marner's included. 11.5 for 7 years. Vasi, yeah, the player cuts are still an issue. It's just going to continue to be an issue until EA fixes it on their side. There's going to be nothing you can do editing-wise. And you know why. It's because the whole 2024 glitch issue. But yeah. What's really weird is that it's also dumping people that aren't being shown as pending UFAs. Like, there was a guy in junior who was like 18. It's like, oh, I didn't sign him, and I saw him on the free agent list. I'm like, what the fuck's happening there? But as I've told people when it happened last night, you always have the choice, which is what I did. Just sign the best players and trade them back to their teams. So, do I want to actually offer Mitch Marner this contract? Muse, I think. Yeah, Henry Muse was one of them too. He wasn't even the only one. I was able to keep him, thankfully, but 11.5 million for Mitch Marner. Why do I feel like this is going to be Jonathan Huberdeau Part 2? Mills, you're not the only one to mention that roster, by the way. Do we try to bring in Mitch Marner and Brock Boeser? I don't hate the idea. I don't hate it. Let's try. Fuck it. Let's try it. Let's see if Mitch will come here. That is quite the contract. I can table the negotiations for now, but let's offer. All right. We are also going to target Brock Boeser. Try to have these two be a 1-2 punch. Can I charm Brock Boeser? Uh-oh, flattery's nice, but I'm here for the terms. Oh, shit. Well, hold on. Let me tell you about the market here in Calgary. Let me tell you about the market. He doesn't care about the market. Let me tell you about how we're a rebuilding team. Let me tell you all about that. He doesn't care about that either. Okay. Well, Brock doesn't like me. I didn't check how many years. Yeah, how about a nice 7-year deal, Brock? Why not? At 9.9 million. Jesus. That is a lot of money for these two. Oh my God. All right. 9.9 for 7 years, eh? We'll throw it out there. Why not? Let's have some fun. No clauses in the offer. Technically, we could have offered clauses to try to get the price down. Palpatine, I did. That's because people are hilarious. All right. We'll see if we get the pair of Boeser and Marner to improve the offense a little bit. The two top free agent forwards that are out there. Let's see what happens. Why not? We're going for the memes. We're going for the memes. Like Vadim Shipachyov being a scout. Brock Boeser, welcome to Calgary. Welcome in, Brock. We have yet to hear from Mitch Marner. Mitchell Marner, welcome to Calgary. Oh, that's a lot of money between you two. We signed Linus Eriksson, Lucas Pettersson, Kivi Haru. All right, well, we just spent some money. Shesterkin too? Yeah, I can't afford that. Now that's how you spend some money right there. Our top line, by the way, is going to be Marner, Kadri, Boeser. I legitimately might play Huberdeau on the third line. How many Brinks trucks? All the Brinks trucks, baby. We're slapping a Band-Aid on this bad boy. We're going to go if you can move Huberdeau. Why would I move future Conn Smythe winner Jonathan Huberdeau? Are you out of your mind? Mitch Marner. Let's go new topic, actually. Buy out Huberdeau. No. How fucking expensive that would be. All right. Yeah, so we got Marner and Boeser to focus on here. Let's go over to contracts. How did year one go? We missed the playoffs by 1 point. Oh, boy. This Marner signing is going to backfire, but it's funny. So, I mean, he is really well-rounded. Aside from just telling him to pass the puck even more, but I don't even think I need to do that. He's good with the position setup, too. I mean, he should be fine. He should be. I want to see how much it would be to buy out Hubert. See, that's an entirely different thing. That I can check, although we're definitely not going to do it. Let's have Mitch work on his shooting in this offseason. Let's see. Try to get better there, Mitchie. For the record, a Huberdeau buyout. I can't even buy him out right now. It'd have to be in the following offseason. So, there you go. Brock, you do have a good shooting category. I need you to shoot the puck even more, though. All the time. Shoot the puck. All the time. That is the key. I don't know what his pass shot slider's set to. Doesn't matter. Shoot the puck. Do it now. All the time. All the time. Spending money to make up for the mistakes of previous leadership. Spending money. Let's go. That's the way out of it. That is the way out of it. We're going to be fine. Maybe. Maybe. We're going to be just fine. All right. Let's see what we look like. I still have a couple of prospects I need to flip back to their proper teams as well. We'll do that once the season starts, because otherwise I'll get in trouble again. But let us take a look. First and foremost, contracts. Okay, we didn't have anybody else to sign there. Unsigned was Henry Brewstowitz and then Luke Misa. All right. I mean, Crash. Marner has a no move. I'd have to ask him to waive it. It's not worth it. All right. We do have Wolf as a starter. We do still need a proper backup goaltender. Unless we were to run the goalie off season or preseason training again, Cooley might technically be good enough. Defensively, Uyghur Anderson, Hunter Brewstowitz, Bean, Ball, Kotyuk, and a crap load of depth defensemen, including Zane Parekh. How do you have the big name free agents? I actually didn't look. I should have. I always get really focused on our team. I don't know if it'll still show the signings. They're probably too far back. Yeah, they're going to be too far back. But like we can see where, I mean, the only other big one, unless there was an RFA signed, would have been Shesterkin. So, all right, Hawk, what's up, man? We're doing good. We're doing good. I have no idea who that is. Shesterkin went to Columbus. Fair enough. Fair enough. 10.235 for 7 years with a no move. Igor with the reverse Bobrovsky as he goes to Columbus. Well, there you go. Mirror's franchise superstar. I haven't had too much of an issue with it, to be honest. I really haven't. All right. Bob Sturkin. There you go. So Miramanoff, we know we can send down. Uyghur Anderson, Brustevich, whatever the hell it is. Beanball, Kotyuk. I mean, Grushnikov and Parekh are close. I think we're going to hold off for one more year with those depth. So actually, we will call Miramanoff back up. That's fine. Marner, Boeser, Huberdeau, sure. Coronado is now a second liner. Oh yeah, we put ourselves in trouble with Huberdeau and Sharangovich, but it's fine. It's fine. Lethal, it's good, man. They put out some good quality work here for sure. For sure. There are some issues that's just franchise mode to begin with, but still, you got both. We sure did. God, we have a lot of depth forwards. Like, we're going to have to decide if James Hagens is going to play this year. If Hanzik's going to play. I mean, Cairns is 23, so we can play him on the fourth line. That's fine. Hanzik's only 20, though, and he's not going to be playing on a higher line. Lomberg and Stromgren are tough ones. Send down Pelletier for the moment. Call those two up. Pelletier might have to be down. And honestly, Cairns and Hagens might not have space on this roster either. But let's take a look. The two signings of Marner and Boeser were totally unnecessary, but I'm here to meme, damn it. So what if we go Marner, Kadri, and Boeser? Who's scratched right now? Stromgren and Lomberg. Okay. We know that Coronado's now a second liner. I mean, we might have to drop Huberdeau to the third line. We might have to. Then again, Coronado is a sniper. Hagens is a playmaker. Huberdeau is a playmaker. We could go with my original plan of Connor Zary, James Hagens, and Matt Coronado. And then, like, Backlund with Sharon Govich and Huberdeau, Blake Coleman to the fourth line, just to piss off everybody. I mean, it gives us pretty good depth. It's just who's going to get pissed off for being on a line lower than they're supposed to. The answer is probably all of them. That's if we wanted to keep James Hagens in as a rookie, but him winning the Calder this year would be huge for us. Aaron's Popsicle. That leaves us Stromgren, who was not ready at all. How'd you get Hagens? Drafted him first overall? We had 2 picks. We traded them and Vladar, who nearly won the Vezina, to Ottawa. Did you player goals? Not yet. We just got here. Popsicle being a power forward as well isn't ideal.
Fanboy. The man was
amazing tricks. What a name. Prove it, though. Prove it. What's so amazing? All right. I'm all right with Lomberg. Lomberg, Cairns, Coleman's a pretty damn good fourth line. I mean, Rory is listed as a playmaker, which isn't totally ideal, but I mean, I guess technically then we could put somebody else in there if he's a depth forward. Go with like Stromgren or Popsicle. Okay. So Cairns isn't going to make the roster after all. I thought he was, but we'll drop him. And then we should be good. So like Pelletier, Cairns, Hanzik should be able to tear up the AHL. So that's not bad. All right, let's see if I can get away with... Actually, I probably can't. Probably can't get away with trading away certain people yet. What we can do here... is decide what we're going to do in terms of the preseason focus. I need to know how good of a backup I can currently bring in. By the way, Evan Bouchard's still an RFA. Edmonton can't afford him. I have no desire to bring in Evan Bouchard. Yeah, I mean, we could bring in a goalie. There's a high fringe option that's still out there. Could bring in like Matt Murray as the backup. Could bring in both Matt Murrays as the backup. That's the way to do it. Okay. I think we're probably going to be pretty similar then. So what we need to do, and honestly, the roster's not set yet. For the preseason focus, we need to call up the youngest guys on the team with the best potentials, do the preseason focus so that they get the overall boosts, right? Like Uyghur, Anderson, Bean, they're not long-term focuses here. Would I be over the contract limit? How? How do you figure? Is it because Parekh is listed as junior still? Send down Miramanov. So I literally cannot call up Zane Parekh right now because we have a full roster. Okay. Let's go trade the guys that we need to trade back to their original teams that had decent potentials. Yeah, we're on 50, so his exempt contract would not go. So in terms of these guys here, Leinenen we wanted to send back to Buffalo, and hopefully we won't get in trouble. I think, again, we'll have to take Anson Thornton from them or Jonas Johansson. If I could take Jonas Johansson from them and have him be our backup, I'm cool with that. Saving money for their pending free agents, you idiots. Oh, you idiots. I'll be nice. I'm going to try to be nice. Here's a free draft pick. Here's a free draft pick. This game is... Oh, the mode's so much better than it was, but it still has some damn dumb tendencies. Buffalo, you're paying the stupid tax then. I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. You're paying the stupid tax. For defensemen, it was Adam Kleber, who also needs to go back to Buffalo. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, take two. Take two. Give me Jonas Johansson. I don't even know if I have to take on a defenseman here. There you go. You get your two prospects back. Just give me Jonas Johansson. Oh, Buffalo. Oh, sweet, innocent Buffalo. I'll give you my own 4th round pick just to let that deal go through. Dude. Dude. Are you kidding me? Shout out to Altex, the Paul Gostad. That's incredible. They have unsigned RFAs, not anybody major. Not anybody major. What do you have in terms of cap hits? They're trying to get rid of Samuelson. Tuck's left on a 1-year deal. Ryan Johnson. They're paying Sam Lafferty. Here, what if I take Sam Lafferty off your hands? Dude, okay. That's it. They're paying the stupid tax. I tried. But they're paying the stupid tax. I'm keeping them. Wasn't he a defenseman? Oh, it's sorted by overall now. That's why. Eliasson. Ottawa. We got to send you back. Trying to stop Ottawa from being dumb just for snipe and score. Try to stop Ottawa from being dumb. See if we can. Let's do a 6th round pick swap. You get your boy back, and then we're fine. There we go. Okay. God, whatever. If I get in trouble and it doesn't let me sign people, then I get in trouble. Fuck it. Ender, we did some of them, not all of them. Hence the deja vu feeling you are currently experiencing. Skahan. Utah, huh? What's your record for one team paying the stupid tax? Good question. There were a couple of years ago where it was real bad. Utah would have too many players. Okay. Who can I take back that's dirt cheap from you guys to make this happen? I'll take on Kevin Connaughton for the year. There you go. Take back your option. I'll text. Fair enough. Can't keep track of who the hell you root for, though. Next up is Kivy. Of course, he's not undrafted. I do forget where the hell he eventually got drafted, though. Fucking Minnesota. That's what it was. See if we can send him back to Minnesota. I dreamed of him being a Bruin for so long, and then when he wasn't, I just tried to pretend he didn't exist. 7th rounder. Send you back to the soda. Number 1 franchise mode. You were soon done with an episode, basically trading back players. This should have been free agent. Probably me. He might have done it too, but I have definitely had like full episodes be something like this. 100%. 100%. For better or worse. And then Lucas Fisher. I forgot who you got drafted by too, to be honest. Mr. Fisher, St. Louis. All right. Again, if we get in trouble for this, it is what it is. I'm not too worried. It's just an extra hurdle to have to overcome after spending a crap load of money on Mitch Marner and Brock Boeser. Because why not? It's fun. All right. Doesn't look like, aside from Kleber, who, again, Buffalo's being dumb, doesn't look like we have any other defensemen to give up. Forwards, nobody to give up there. Artemanoff, we do need to send you back to Carolina. The old Kakalaki. Should have gone the other way. Send you back to Kakalaki. There you go. It's so weird that Buffalo's the one team where it's like, actually, we don't know what to do. It's on brand. Oh, goodness. All text, that is quite the extensive list. I'll give you that. It's extensive. Stromgren was ours. All right, just centers. Do we have any centers I wanted to send back? Linus Eriksson. Just marking down to if there's anybody else. Ericsson's got to go back to Florida. XZ, because right now there's an issue with the game where it's the AI is being dumb and not signing a lot of their players that they should be signing. It's happened in a lot of franchise modes in the past. And it ruins the fun of it. Unless, of course, a team is dumb and is like, actually, no, we don't want this guy, in which case I just keep him. But I try to give the AI a chance, you know? Danny Nelson. Send you back to the Islanders. This way, too, we'll have a full look at what our prospect pool actually is. There you go. As I'm just going to keep getting in trouble, apparently. God, I hope I'm not getting sick. I hope. Lucas Pettersson. I do not remember who you got drafted by. Anaheim. Anaheim. Our draft pick is a high elite? Yes. Yes, he was. Yeah, I can't figure out how to run the Sabres. Over the world. Well, let's be honest. I don't think the NHL team is running with the highest level of artificial intelligence, you know? Anaheim. Who can I randomly take back from you in this deal? That has no value at all. Jansen Harkins. Rejected. Okay, Anaheim's going to be dumb. We're going to keep Pettersson. Anaheim's going full Buffalo, saying we're saving up, even though it's in the LC. Villeneuve. Nathan Villeneuve. I honestly do not remember who you got drafted by either. Because there's Xavier Villeneuve. There's William Villeneuve. He was drafted by Seattle. Seattle. So yeah, we'll see if we end up getting punished for this in the games. Like, oh no, now you got to suffer from trading people too quickly. There's a real chance that's going to happen. There's a very strong chance that's going to happen. But like I said, it's worth it. And then Julius Miettinen, this whole glitch where it's eliminates someone's draft info is very nice. Miettinen's with the Kraken too, isn't he? He is. Son of a bitch. Come on, Seattle. You got to re-sign your peeps. Give me back my Nashville 7th. Yeah, it's just so dumb, too. It's like the AI doesn't recognize that exempt contracts are a thing. I think that's the issue. All right, there we go. Okay, we are caught up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Vasi, hopefully. Yeah, because this is a pain. But, you know, we've been battling shit like this for years. So since we are keeping old Lanen and Linen, I don't think we're going to do the goaltending improvement. So we can leave that as it is. Honestly, yeah, Devin Cooley might just be the backup this year. So, again, we need our top defensive prospects to be called up here. Let's see. Who's the weakest of the bunch? Kevin Ball's 25, so we can send he and Miramanov down. Poirier's 23. We can call up Yermo. And then we need Muse and Morin. Kotyuk's 24, isn't he? Yeah. Bunch of 23-year-olds. What do we got for forwards? Can send down Marner and Boeser. Carry a crap-loaded defenseman who would very much benefit from the training thing before we send them back down. For the forwards, we got Gradine and Dylan that we'll have to call up temporarily. Huberdeau, Sharon Govich go down. Coleman and Old Popsicle can go down. Left wing side. There's going to be a lot of people here. We know Lomberg can go down. Peltier's 24. Appleby. Suniev. Suniev was ours, right? Yeah. He was outright ours. Battaglia, Basha, and Bell all need to come up if they can. Okay, we are going to have to start picking and choosing here. If someone's 24, you're going to be considered over the cutoff now. So, yeah, because Karen's is 23, Hanzik. All right, let's see. So, yeah, if anybody's 24 years old, we got to drop them down. So sorry to Peltier. All these guys are younger. Defensively, we actually didn't have that many 24-year-olds factored in. Might even have to consider the 23-year-olds here. So Karen's probably by default isn't going to make it. Hanzik's going to get the call up. Yeah, we got 4 more dudes. Yeah, so if someone's 23, they're not going to make the cut. Although someone like Zary might be smart. But how old is Pospisil? 25. Oh, what a song. Let's see. Down goes Kuznetsov. Poirier. Then Yanni Yermo's the next one. And then those final few centers, Pedersen, Hoskins, and we're going to want the Grivas. Jake, what's up, man? The core now developed. He's looking good, yeah. But there we go. So those are all of our young players, 22 or younger. And then we're going to do the off-season or preseason training for these guys. They're going to benefit the most from that training as opposed to players that are already on the roster. This is a really good way to get that preseason experience that you would typically see like in the NHL. They've actually kind of made it so it factors in now, which is nice. But we also have to decide our coaching staff, but whatever. It should be fine. Who's more likely to get numbers in a game, Panarin or Ryan? Panarin? Perek is a medium elite in this game, which is really nice, yeah. All right. Who is our head coach right now, actually? Is it an A+? It's not. All right, so technically I did things slightly out of order. We'll just leave Herrera as the head coach, which is fine. Give me our coaching conversation. And we're going to go with the goal for the season. Team's good enough to compete for a playoff spot. That's fine. But the preseason goal, again, the most powerful outside of goalies, is the 5-on-5 focus, puck control, and the awareness boosts. And all of our younger players will immediately benefit from that. Mitch is going to be pissed that he's not playing. Or not. Mitch forgot how to text. Don't worry, Mitch. You're going to get those promises. I shouldn't have signed Mitch. I shouldn't have signed Mitch. We knew this. We knew this when the deals went through, but that's okay. We're here to meme. I'm trying to stick it to Vancouver and Toronto, damn it. We'll show you how to win with these players. Doesn't the preseason boost seem kind of broken? Not necessarily. Is it the most realistic thing in the world? Maybe, maybe not. But also the whole idea of a team being like, hey, this is our focus for the year. Also, it's not even a guarantee that it results in like this massive boost to these players. You know? So, yeah, Coronado has 92 offensive awareness now, which is nice. Okay, so Wolf and Cooley going to be our goalies this year. Defensively, how do you run your scouting? I have to set it up in a minute, so you'll see then. All right, so not everybody made this big jump up, right? Like Zane Parekh is still a depth defenseman. We're still going to send him down for the rest of the year. So Weegar, Anderson, and Bean get the call up. Morin, Muse, and Kleber go down. Ball and Akatyuk will get called up for Dylan and Gradine. So let's see. That's 1, 2. So Brustowitz is here. Damn. So yeah, Grushnikov and Parekh go down for Miramanov. That gets Parekh back down to junior for one more year. And that will be our defense with Brustowitz making the team, which is really nice. It's really nice. And then on the wing, Marner, Boeser, Huberdeau all need to get called up. Send down Bell, Basha, Battaglia. Suniev and Appleby need to go down for Sharangovich, Coleman, and Pospisil. Or Popsicle, as we'll continue to call him. Zeri's up. Lomberg is up. I don't think Pelletier is going to make the team. Down go the Grivas and Bob Hoskins. I don't think Pelletier was going to make it. And then centers, Kadri, Backlund, and I think we're good. I don't think Hansik's going to make it yet either. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. So as we saw before, the actual team is going to be Marner, Kadri, Boeser. Hagens with Zeri and Coronado. We'll have Huberdeau, Backlund, Sharangovich, Coleman, Pospisil, Lomberg. Trying to put a lot of emphasis on that young second line, especially James Hagens. But all the guys here are top liners. Again, signing Marner is a bit risky, but we'll see what happens. Originally, the plan was going to be like, hey, screw it. Can we, develop the second line into the top line? But why not try to shortcut it a little bit? Why not try? Weegar, Anderson, who is scratched? Akatyuk. Stromgren being a healthy scratch as well is probably fine. Maybe. Yeah, maybe Lomberg should be the scratch then. Yeah, sorry to Ryan Lomberg, but I think we're going to sit you for Stromgren. There you go, Will. Defensively, we got to get Miramanov out of there. We got to do it. Get Nikita Akatyuk in there. Shout out the biggie. At the moment. Whatever. Let's see. Who's going over to the right? Probably Mackenzie Weegar as an actual right-handed shot. Fire Cannon, yeah, we brought in Marner as a free agent. That right side is going to be looking pretty good. The left side is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I'm going to keep Ball and Brustowitz together. They were a really good pairing last year. Yeah, the left side right now is weak as all hell. Goaltending, Dustin Wolf, Devin Cooley. Oof. And then the AHL. Well, we need to sign anybody here. We got Leinonen and Zarubin. Schwander as a high starter. We'll leave him as a third goalie. It's fine. Defensively, we got a couple of players that aren't that bad. Isn't Coy the one that said wins no matter, we're all going to die? Yes, he is. All right, let's bring in Etienne Morin. Honestly, I'm going to just leave that as it is because I have to change the coach anyway. Medium 4. Put Poirier back on the left. Medium 6, and medium 6. We'll go Grushnikov, Morin, Yermo, Kuznetsov. That's fine. Offensively, we got the Grivas. Again, we're trying to turn these guys into the German Sedins. We'll see if it works out for us. Honestly, it looks pretty good there. So we do still have to set up our goals for the season. I also just had to double check how many people we have. So for the forwards, it was 10, 11, 12. In theory, we should be good. Because Dylan's actually not in yet. Okay. We should be okay. We should be. So let's set up our goals for the season, set up our coaching staff, our scouting. Do we have any other decent coaches to bring in? There's a couple of Bs, but nothing too crazy. All right. What coach is the best fit for the team? I hope the preseason focus went through, by the way. If it didn't, well, then we wasted a bunch of time. But also, at least we know. And then waivers aren't a big deal. Rivera, 63% scheme fit. What about Bradley? 62. So it's still Rivera for the moment. Well, you could argue Bradley because he's an A. Martin, 61. Brewer, 61. And then Bolts, 59. Okay, so either of the two outright A coaches are good enough to be the head coach. Highest teaching and influence goes to Martin, so he's the guy. Congratulations. Oh, that's good, though. He's a defensive coach. We need a more offensive coach, so never mind. Bradley's the guy, as it turns out. There you go. There you go. Get Rivera. Wait, what the hell? Head coach. I need you to be the assistant coach. AHL. It's pretty much good to go. We do need to find 2 random goalie coaches this year. I don't think we're going to have anybody with a high enough rating to make it worth it. Let's see what we can do here. Imagine being head coach instead of being fired, you're just demoted. I don't think most coaches in real life would be able to accept that. I don't think they would. I think they'd rather just be fired. Then again, you also get paid if you got fired. So, with the scouts, we only have 11 half decent ones right now, so we're not going to be able to fully set this up the way I prefer. But we'll go 1 in each U.S. Location, which is what we normally do anyway. We need U.S. East. U.S. East. Does EA have to pay you guys if they want to make you coaches in the game? Considering they just captured a bunch of face scans for no financial transaction, I would say the answer then is probably no. But that's because everyone's just like, yeah, scan my face. Let's go. Please use our face scans. Which, again, people know, like, yeah, the face scan thing was there in Seattle. There's no guarantees they use it. It's not the first time they've done the whole face scan thing for people and then not used it. So I don't have my hopes up that you'll see my dumb face in the game as a fan or a coach or anything like that. It would be really cool. It would be really cool. But, I'm not holding my breath. All right. Oof. Let's go 1 for Sweden, 1 for Finland and Russia. And we're going to have to choose between the European leagues this year. Face scan's not very accurate. It's accurate. It fucking better be. That thing practically blinded me. That shit practically blinded me. All right, let's see. What 2 European countries are we going to have scouted this year? Definitely not Austria. There's not enough people. You as an Easter egg coach would be amazing. I mean, the content writes itself, right? In terms of that idea of, hey, a streamer, a YouTuber, whatever. Even the people that were more content creation based, people that specialize on like TikTok and stuff like that. The content writes itself in terms of being like, oh, I'm using myself as a head coach in the game. You can too. Play NHL 25 today, But we'll see. We'll see. Companies like that do not always take easy slam dunks and make the most of them. So we'll see. Dustin Wolf, your goal for this season is to not be trash. 9-10 save percentage. Do not be trash, please and thank you. Devin Cooley. Your goal is to not think about your own mortality this year. 9-10 save percentage. Can't wait until you have to... I would never fire myself. I'd go down with the ship like Jack Sparrow. Except I wouldn't step on the dock at the last second. Mackenzie Weegar. Oh, what the hell is your goal for the year going to be? I just don't think he's going to be able to put up the points or anything, right? 41 points last year. How many shot blocks? He did have 137 blocks. Okay. What's a shot blocking? 95? Whatever. I might as well just set him up to block shots. You'd hire Crash and fire him immediately. No. I would have assistant coach Deke Slayer, though. the ultimate power couple in the world of hockey. That'd be the way to do it. Actually, I'd probably have Deke Slayer be the head coach just so he can take the heat when we don't win instead of me yelling at myself, because that's how good of a friend I am. Rasmus Anderson, it might be your final year here, buddy. It might be. I don't know if we're handing you the big bucks. What money do we have left? We signed Mitch Marner and Brock Boeser for the memes. Who's the equipment manager? Crash Andrews. It's the perfect role. It's the perfect role. Oh, look at that, Terry. He sure is. Every night, twitch.tv/Terry-O. Terry O-H. Crash is the water boy. No, come on. He'd be more important than that. Equipment manager is an important job. Hunter Brustowitz. What do we want to do for you? You're listed as an OFD. You really probably ought to be a two-way, though. Let's see what we can do. Are you willing to talk about being a two-way moving forward? No, you are not. So your goal, Endo exists. Crash, you notice how I didn't even say Endo has a job? At least you have a job. You know? I can't even guarantee I'm going to be able to hire Endo, but I said for sure I'd hire you. You got to look at the positives. Damn it. All right. Mr. Ball. Mr. Ball. That opened the door. It only opened the door if your mind's already there for that door to be opened. That says more about you than me. Crash, you have officially been demoted to mascot. I will now. Monkey Dude will be the mascot. He's got the experience. So, Mills, yes, hockey teams do hire black people, but when they do, they tell them to cut their hair. Good job, Lou. Good job, Mr. Lamorello. Crushing it, buddy. You're crushing it. Oh, God. I still can't believe that happened this offseason. That whole idea of Lou Lamoriello being like, yes, we'll sign Anthony Duclair. But you see, we have this policy. It's like, Jesus Christ. And people, I think, were just like, Lou's old. It's like, he probably should have caught more flack for that. And he caught quite a bit of flack, but there probably should have been more. Right? Right? Jake. Block shots, buddy. I guess. Who's the head athletic trainer? Probably Endo, because he's always fucking injured. Every day that man comes back from playing hockey is like, well, boys, I fucked up my knee today. I fucked up my wrist today. So he's accustomed to being in the trainer's room anyway, you know? Miramanov, I got no goals for you because you're not even going to play. Nikita Okhotyuk. Defensive defenseman. Let's see if you can block shots, buddy. See if you can block shots. That is the goal. That is the goal. I guess actually could be just don't get sent down. We'll try that too. Well, Endo's the athletic trainer / e-bug. You see. I don't think there's a goal I can give Miramanov. He just is what he is. In the system, Jan Kuznetsov. Listed as a defensive defenseman, which is fair. So there's not much to change about him. Grushnikov, same thing. Zane Pareka won't be able to talk to right now. Adam Klaber as a DFD. Fair. Yanni Yermo's a two-way. Yanni, again, I think DFD, buddy. That'll give you the best chance to make it. And he's not willing to talk. Okay. We tried. Jeremy Poirier is an OFD. That's fair. Henry Muse, I can't talk to because he's in junior. Connaughton, it's just a filler player. Etienne Morin, that's fine. All right. Right wing side, Mitch Marner. Oh, God. What is Mitch's goal for the season? Especially now that you're not playing next to Austin Matthews. This contract is going to be such a mistake, dude. It really is. 60 assists for Mitch Marner. This mistake is going to be... It's just such a mistake, clearly. Brock Boeser. Your goal for the season will be quite obvious. Score goals, my man. 50 for Schneip. Jesus. In fairness, it would be gold Schneip. 3 hat tricks. 40 assists, 15 power play goals. He might be able to get the 1T for 15 power play goals. Let's try that. That might be a little bit more possible than the other one. Jonathan Huberdeau, your goal for the season is to not get mad at me for playing on the third line. That is your goal. 60 assists is not going to happen. That is just a fact. He is not going to get 60 assists. There's no way. So for a stat challenge, fuck it, we'll try 50. It's a little bit more likely. It's not great. It's not great. Yegor Sharangovich. Again, you're trying to prove you should be a top-notch sniper. I think you should be a two-way. Are you willing to be a two-way? No, you are not. So, your goal will be pretty simple. Score goals. 30 of them. Don't be a Sharon Go bitch and score 30 goals, please. Blake Coleman. I don't know what to do necessarily for Blake Coleman. Probably going to tell you to block shots because you're already really good at it. And at least that way you might accomplish a goal and everyone's going to be happy. So, get out there and block some shots, Blake. Do what we need you to do. Put your body on the line. Matt Coronado. I still don't feel too great about him being a sniper full-time. But we're trying. There's an opt-out to two-way. There's an opt-out to playmaker in the future. But we're going to try. Your goal is to score goals. Hopefully 30 of them. That is the plan. If he can develop Silver Snipe, he might have that future that we need from him. Martin Popsicle. I can't give you a goal that'll even matter. If I can switch you from power forward to grinder, though, that would be great. That would be great. So let's try that. And we'll start by immediately hitting the wrong button. Always a good start to immediately hit the wrong button. Are you willing to switch to grinder? Yay, he's willing to try. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Popsicle. Calling him the ice cream man. Sure.